Payoff pitch. Right down the middle for strike 3. No swing from Abbott. And Trainer backwards K in the scorebook. 1-1 pitch. This one's going to be ground sharply as it's snagged by the shortstop Jordan. The throw, not in time. Cauley beats it out, and that's a hard hit ball that caused Whitney Jordan to lay out for it. Auburn fans thought they had the out, but Cauley beats it out to get on base, infield single, and that's exactly what we're talking about. We'll see how Harper comes back against Chirigos as she drives one down the left field line. They're going to send Cauley home. And now they'll hold Dotson at third. Chirigos scampers in a second for an RBI double. Chirigos has come up huge in this ball game. Hoosiers trying to go to work again offensively. As Blitz makes contact, high chopper to the first baseman. No one there to cover. Galovich in safely at second. 1-1 pitch. A bunt laid down by Rebecca Blitz. Is she going to be able to beat out the throw? She does as it's thrown away into right field. Here comes Rachel O'Malley. The throw not in time as she goes in safely to home. The Hoosiers take a 2-1 lead. 2-2 pitch. Outside corner, ringer up. Nice pitch by the sophomore Emily Kirk to end the inning as Michelle Gardner comes out of the dugout fired up. This last one hitting 342, about 20 points down. With runners on as Kirk catches it on the line. They throw back and they double off. Eccles at first. Emily Kirk snags one out of the air on the line shot, and Eccles is doubled off. The Hoosiers with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Identical lines for the Ball State Cardinals and the Indiana Hoosiers through the first frame. 1 run on 2 hits. We go to the top of the second. Ball State trying to get back on the board and retake the lead after they jumped out to the early 1-0 lead in the top of the first inning. It'll be Selena Reyna that'll start things off. 2 lefties due up in this side. In the 7 and the 8 spots, it'll be Rachel Houck and Sammy Calger behind her. But first, Reyna, the second baseman for the Cardinals. First pitch from Emily Kirk, trying the inside corner, and she'll hit for a strike. Kirk coming back from that ACL tear last year and said that really the biggest problem wasn't coming back physically, but for her mentally. Every time you step on that plant foot, for her, the left leg, as this one's blasted over to Lehman on a hard ground ball, she'll scoop and throw to Huber for out number 1. But to finish the point on Emily Kirk, every time you step on that left leg and you feel that knee, while it may be strong and may be ready to go, it just plays in the back of your mind. But she's done a good job coming back. Before every batter she faces, she goes down and puts a little dirt on the rubber, draws across. She's a woman that is driven by her faith to get back, and she says that's been a big cornerstone for her coming back as well, and it's really starting to pay off. Really just kept working at her craft all season long, and now got 2 wins behind her belt in the last week. Another ground ball over to Lehman off the bat of Rachel Houck, and she'll throw over again to Huber. Quick 2 outs for Emily Kirk and the Hoosier defense. Well, Indiana has struggled with some errors recently. Committed 2 or more errors in every game in that Spartans game against the Spartans. In total, they committed 7 errors on the weekend. At one point, this team led the Big Ten in fielding percentage, sitting 9th right now at a .958. Trying to get back to their solid defensive plays. A couple good ones over there by Aaron Lehman. As Emily Kirk, a nice off-speed pitch to Sammy Calger for strike number 1. So Houck and Calger, the 2 lefties, as Calger getting her first at-bat of the game. 0-1 offering from Emily Kirk. Tries the outside corner. This one left a little bit down. The count goes 1-1. Calger, the senior from Fenton, Michigan, did not start in the series against Eastern Michigan. Instead, was brought in 3 times as a pinch hitter, but did go 2 for 3 with an RBI. 1-1. This one turned on again over to Aaron Lehman at second. She bobbles it, and she will throw over, but it will not be in time, and the error will go on Aaron Lehman. Now that one a slow roller, and one that Lehman should have had, but instead it allows a base runner on with 2 outs. Exactly what we were talking about with the Hoosiers struggling on some of those defensive plays, but if they can get out of this inning without any damage done, they should be fine. Bottom of the lineup we go. Asia Miles steps up to the plate. First pitch trying the inside corner, a little low from Emily Kirk. Count goes 1-0. Kirk, 1-0 pitch with 2 outs. This one swung on by Miles. It's fouled away. The count goes 1-1. Asia Miles hit .444 last week, capping it off with a 2-for-3 performance and a double in the last game against Eastern Michigan. We'll talk about how Indiana left some opportunities off the board. Eastern Michigan left 10 on base. A lot of times, though, that'll happen whenever you score a lot of runs, 11 runs on 12 hits in that game 2 of the doubleheader on Saturday. But 24 left on base for the weekend, not acceptable for the Cardinals. 2-1 pitch coming for Miles. This one over to Lehman. This time she'll scoop. She'll go down to the knee for safekeeping and makes the throw over for out number 3. So the Hoosiers get out of the inning, no harm, no foul. They'll bring their bats back up in the bottom of the second. Rachel O'Malley, Sarah Galovich, Rebecca Blitz. 8-9 one-hitters due up when we come back. You're listening to Indiana Softball on IUHoosiers.com. Sarah Galovich, who's put herself together a nice little weekend, steps up for her second plate appearance of the day, walked back in the third as the Hoosiers try to tie up this ball game, trailing the Michigan State Spartans 1-0 as we go to the top of the 5th inning. This one right back to the pitcher, Zalewski, and she will catch it on a ground ball and throw out Galovich on the first pitch, first swing, first out. So that brings us back to the top of the order with Rebecca Blitz stepping up to the plate. Blitz last year was named NFCA Midwest second team. First freshman to win that award since 1994. And also played the most runs in 2015 since a freshman did it. 41 runs last year plated. This first pitch outside and low for ball 1. Zalewski trying to get through the top of this order as we get later in this ball game, putting more pressure on the bottom hitters in the order. Blitz check swings. They'll say she went around. Count goes 1-1. Blitz slapping here. We've seen her switch it up a couple times between swinging away and slapping. Here's the 1-1 pitch. This one going to get through the infield as it is diving Destiny Luna, but she cannot get it at second base, and Rebecca Blitz will have a hit to put another Hoosier on. Hoosiers have left 5 stranded, though, in this ball game. No runs on 2 hits. As Aaron Lehman steps up, and the Hoosiers just down by 1. They have some opportunities, but they need to start capitalizing. The later this ball game gets, they're not going to get as many opportunities. Had runners on second and third, weren't able to capitalize in that situation earlier in this game. There's Aaron Lehman, who has singled twice already today, trying to do it for a third time and get the Hoosiers offense going. Outfield playing way back. This one going to get over, and it's going to get past Luna on a slow grounder as Blitz going to go around to third. Here comes the throw, and it is off target. Blitz is going to be safe at third. Well, Destiny Luna took a wrong step to her right, and the ball got past her. As a runner now on third, Rebecca Blitz to tie up this ball game potentially, and Aaron Lehman over at first with her third hit of the day. Aaron Lehman putting on a show, and that one not a hard hit ball by any means, but enough just to get the runner around to third base. Aaron Lehman, this is tying her career high. She's done it 6 times now with 3 hits, but couldn't have come in a better moment. Besson comes out, and the infield comes in to talk things over. With 1 out, double play ball would be an option for the Spartans, but Michelle Huber steps up to the plate. And she's been hitting the ball hard this whole weekend, and although 0 for 2, that trend has continued. A hard hit ball to right field, a line shot over to Destiny Luna at second, both for outs, but don't think she's going to be held hitless in this one. First pitch shows bunt as they're going to fake the throw as Lehman takes second. So now runners on second and third again for the Hoosiers. That double play ball gone now for Aaron Lehman as her second steal of the day. 1-0 pitch. This one low. The count goes 2-0. Dotson stands on deck, too. And although Dotson has struggled this weekend, she is a player that is more than due. And now a visit from the pitching coach. As it looks like Jessica Bograkis wants to come out and talk to the pitcher. Bograkis was actually an All-American softball player here for the Spartans. She is also the aunt of Kelly Zackerson, a freshman on the team from Hudsonville, Michigan. Married to Tim Bograkis, who was actually on the 2001 and 2005 Michigan State basketball Final Four teams as well. So she is a Spartan through and through. She breaks the huddle. Good spot here for the Hoosiers, not only to tie this ball game up, but potentially take a lead. We'll see what this game holds in the next couple at-bats. Aaron Lehman at second base. Rebecca Blitz at third, representing the tying run. Michelle Huber with a 2-0 count with 1 out. Zalewski in circle. No strikeouts today, but has just surrendered 2 hits and 2 innings of work. Catches the outside corner for strike number 1. Talking with Huber yesterday, said that she really admires Bryce Harper, her favorite player in the pros, because of the passion he has for the game. And you see that a lot in Huber as well, a passion for the game of softball. 2-1. This one swung on a miss on an outside pitch. Zalewski got her to chase. Count goes 2-2. Gardner giving a word of encouragement. Payoff pitch for Zalewski. This one going to be fouled away to keep the at-bat alive as it gets off the top of the Michigan State dugout. Huber trying to dig in, settle in, and get on base. They want a base hit to get the run around, but she'll take a walk if she can. It's a 2-2 count. Zalewski rocks and fires. This one turned on and fouled away down the third base line. Well, Huber hit .211 back in 2014, improved that to .292 last year. Hitting .234 and that ever climbing after her weekend so far. We mentioned 3 straight games with a double for Michelle Huber. We'll do the 2-2 count again. Zalewski delivers. Fouled away. Good at bat here from Huber. A player that can take a pitcher really deep in the count, making Zalewski work out there. Huber got her first home run against Indiana State back on March 23rd. Came up again with a home run in the Purdue game. Has been hitting the ball quite well as of late. 2-2. This one, a looking third strike as it dropped in the zone. Huber did not take a swing at it, thought it was inside, and that'll be good enough for the second out of the inning for Christina Zalewski, her first strikeout of the day. That'll bring in Kelsey Dotson. This is the third time today she has come up with 2 outs. 0 for 2. Dotson trying to deliver. Zalewski, first pitch. Right down the middle, first strike. The senior from Silver Lake, Indiana, out of Warsaw Community High School. Leads the team in slugging percentage with a .490. This one fouled away. The count will now go 0-2, and Dotson's going to have to protect. Last year, she set the program record with a 31-game on-base streak. As I mentioned, riding a 21-game on-base streak currently. She's not worried about that at all, though. Right now, it's just about bringing a run home. 0-2. This one poked. It will get into right field fair. 1 run will score. Here comes Aaron Lehman. 2 runs will score, and Kelsey Dotson delivers with a 2 RBI double. What I tell you, folks, wasn't going to be held off the hit column for long. With 2 strikes against her and 2 outs, 0 for 2 in that situation before, comes up big as the Hoosiers take the 2-1 lead. That was a big hit for Kelsey Dotson to give the Hoosiers the lead. They've struggled to come up with the hits to put runs on the board. 2 runs on 5 hits in this game with Shannon Cawley coming up. Looks like they may want a pinch hit here. Or maybe pinch run. Garner coming out and talking to Mike Brewer. And it looks like it's going to be a pinch runner as Alyssa Rosati comes out of the dugout. And we'll take Dotson off of second base. Well, the Michigan State crowd was just getting into it. But just like that, the double has them quieted down, and the energy in the Hoosier dugout now. That ball was right down the line, but just took a quick drop in by maybe about an inch. Blitz was already on her horse heading home, and Lehman right behind her, running with 2 outs on contact. So now Shannon Cawley digs in, trying to keep the inning going. Cawley watches the first pitch outside for a ball. It's still just a 1-run lead, though, for Indiana. They want to try to extend their lead now. Spartans going to have 3 more at-bats in this game, the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th. 1-0 pitch. Cawley, this one a slow roller, gets under the glove of Zalewski, but Destiny Luna's there to scoop it up at second and throw over for out number 3. Indiana, 2 runs at the top of the 5th on the 2 RBI double by Kelsey Dotson. They take a 2-1 lead. They'll try to protect that lead when we come back in the bottom half of the frame. You're listening to Indiana Softball on IUHoosiers.com.